Hello, friends. I'm so glad you're here today. Let's start with something you might not know. Did you know that after age 50, we can lose up to 1% of our muscle mass every year? That might sound a little surprising, but here's the good news. You can fight back and stay strong. Yes, you absolutely can. Today, we're going to talk about something called sarcopenia. Now that's a big word, but it just means the loss of muscle that can happen as we get older. You might notice it when everyday things, like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or even getting up from a chair, start to feel a bit harder. It can make you feel less independent, and that's something none of us want. But don't worry. There's a simple, powerful way to rebuild your muscles and stay active. And what's that secret weapon? Protein. That's right. Protein is like a superhero for your muscles. It helps them repair and grow, which is especially important as we age. In today's video, we'll show you why protein is so important, how much you need, and easy ways to add it to your meals. Plus, we'll share a few extra tips to help you feel your very best. See that? That's what we're aiming for, staying strong, active, and independent. And it's possible for you too. Now let's dive into what sarcopenia really is and why it happens. Stick with me, because understanding this is the first step to taking control of your health. Now, let's talk about something you might have heard of, or maybe it's new to you, called sarcopenia. Don't worry if that word sounds fancy. It's just a way of describing something that happens to a lot of us as we get older. Sarcopenia is when our muscles start to get smaller and weaker as we age. It's a natural part of growing older, but it can make things a little tougher, like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or even getting up from a chair. You might feel weaker, have less energy, or notice you're more wobbly on your feet. And I know none of us want that, right? Take a peek at this. On one side, you can see how muscles can shrink if we don't look after them. But on the other side, look at that. With the right care, like eating well and staying active, you can keep your muscles strong and even build some strength back. Isn't that wonderful to know? Here's the good news, my friend. Sarcopenia doesn't have to take over. You've got the power to slow it down and feel stronger. It's never too late to start, and just by watching this, you're already on the right track. With a few simple steps, you can make a big difference in your day-to-day life. In the next part, we'll talk about one of the best tools to fight sarcopenia, protein. It's like a little boost for your muscles, and I can't wait to tell you more. So, stick with me. Let's talk about something really important, protein. You might be wondering why it's such a big deal, especially as we get older. Well, protein is like the building blocks for your muscles. It helps them repair and grow, which is so important as we age. Here's something interesting. After 50, your body actually needs a bit more protein to do the same job. That's because it becomes a little less efficient at using it. But don't worry, it's not as tricky as it sounds. So, how much protein do you need? A good rule of thumb is to aim for about 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of your body weight each day. Let me explain what that means. If you weigh 150 pounds, that's about 68 kilograms, so you'd want around 68 grams of protein daily. Now, 68 grams might sound like a lot, but it's easier than you think. Let me show you. Take a look at this. A chicken breast, for example, has about 30 grams of protein, and a cup of Greek yogurt has around 10 grams. See? With a few smart choices, you can get there without too much trouble. You're already doing great by learning this, and in the next part, we'll talk about how to add more protein to your meals. It's simpler than you might imagine, and I know you can do it. Now that you know how much protein you need, let's talk about how to get it. It's easier than you think. First, let's focus on where to get your protein. You want foods that are good for you and easy to prepare. Try lean meats like chicken or turkey, fish such as salmon or tuna, eggs or dairy like Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. Beans, lentils, and tofu are great too. And if you're plant-based, don't worry. There are plenty of options for you. Now, here are some simple meal ideas to get you started. For breakfast, how about scrambled eggs with veggies or Greek yogurt with fruit and nuts? At lunch, try a chicken salad with chickpeas or a tuna sandwich on whole grain bread. For dinner, baked salmon with quinoa and steamed broccoli is delicious. And for snacks, hummus with carrots or a handful of almonds will do the trick. See how simple and tasty these can be? You don't have to be a chef to make them. If you're having trouble getting enough protein from food, don't worry, there are other options. Talk to your doctor about protein powders or shakes. They can be a convenient way to give your protein a little boost. Remember, you don't have to change everything at once. Start with one meal or snack and build from there. You're doing great. In the next part, we'll talk about how to make protein work even better for your muscles. So, stay with me. It's about moving a little, eating well, and enjoying the things that make life sweet. You're already doing amazing things for yourself, and I'm so proud of you for that. In the next section, we'll talk about how to weave all this into your daily life without it feeling like a chore. So stick with me. We've got more goodness coming your way. All right, my friends, we've covered so much today, and I'm so proud of you for sticking with me. Let's wrap this up with a quick reminder of what we've learned. Protein is your muscles' best friend. It's like the fuel that keeps them strong and ready for action. Try to get about 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of your body weight each day. So, if you weigh, say, 150 pounds, that's about 68 kilograms, aim for around 68 grams of protein. Spread it out through your meals, like a hearty breakfast with eggs or a dinner with salmon. And don't forget to pair that protein with some movement, like those simple exercises we talked about. Maybe a few leg lifts or a walk around the block. It all adds up. Now here's what I want you to do next. Start small. You don't have to change everything overnight. Maybe add an extra scoop of Greek yogurt to your breakfast, try a handful of nuts as a snack, or give those chair squats a go while watching your favorite show. Little steps like these can make a big difference. And please, talk to your doctor or a dietitian to make sure these changes are just right for you. They're there to help you shine. Look at that. That's you, strong, vibrant, and full of life. It's never too late to take control of your health, and you've got the power to stay strong and independent. I believe in you, and I know you can do this. So let's do it together. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you're excited to try. Maybe a new protein-packed snack or a fun way to move. I can't wait to hear from you. Thanks for being here, friends. You're amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.